Welcome to the next level. Cypher Nexus. Hack the Matrix.
Mkultra, otherwise known as the Monarch Mind Control Program, is a CIA-led initiative which was set up in the 1950s when the United States government gathered post-war Soviet Union and German scientists and tasked them to find ways to manipulate the human brain using hypnosis and other mind-altering techniques, which they would then implement on subjects in a bid to break the mentality of the victim, who would then become a controlled slave. Techniques which included serious levels of trauma would render monarch slaves unable to remember the abuse and torture they had to endure whilst having their personality split. This is called fracturing of the mind and leads to the creation of alter egos. Once a person has alter egos, they can be switched between them by using trigger words or sequences of light and sound to place an MK slave in a state of hypnotic programming. This abuse often starts as the victim is a baby, and the levels of horror in which they live is very hard to even imagine for the general public. The scientists worked on other ways to place the population of the world under the same spells, just without resorting to child abuse, which they could not do on a global scale with consent, so they had to find ways to be able to make the critical mass do as they wanted. To control the minds of the people, they had to get inside our minds on a daily basis, to be able to shape what we consumed, or to manufacture what we are to believe is happening in the world. To crack this, they needed an invention which could do it subliminally. Enter the invention of the television as well as mainstream radio. They tested how they could get a thought-triggering message to us without us even seeing it, and the television was a huge breakthrough. They could now hide subliminal messages in between the flicker rates which make up a TV image. These messages are flashed so fast that the human eye cannot pick up on them, but our brains process the signal and get the message as intended. Subliminal messaging is one of the key roles Mkultra mind control slaves from the entertainment industry take up when signing that contract, which gets them catapulted to the top of Tinseltown almost overnight. We see celebrities performing esoteric gestures all the time. If they are not covering one eye with a hand, they are showing us 666 or sticking out their tongue and winking. These are all satanic symbols in nature and are made on purpose. These people who are abused are also the abusers, and they advertise their evil ways as well as embedding their belief systems within the general public, who are mostly none the wiser. Symbols are a key part of the sick deception, lies and the mockery that we are shown by the second, and they laugh at us for not knowing exactly what they are and what they do. Call it duper's delight if you want. They shove it in our faces, and yet most are still unaware.
Break free from their mind games, and watching television is a form of sinister mind-altering device. Find a way to disconnect from it all and seek your truth from within. Cypher Nexus.